Hey there, how are you? So this one felt like an important update. That's why I'm bringing up for all of you. So if in any case you are upset, sad and sorrowful about you being alone, feeling unworthy of love and seeing your person in a relationship which seems like is doing good, then my friend, there are some deeper insights here for you need to pay attention to. Okay, they are not really happy and that connection is not doing any good, at least not better than how you are doing in your life. Okay, if this is what bothers you, if seeing them together is what is bothering you, then what you need to know here is that they are not really together because they are happy. They are not really together because they are in love. They are not really together because they're growing and evolving. No, they are together only to show off and make people jealous. That's all. Both of them are toxic. Both of them are operating out of their shadow self. Both of them are in this relationship or connection because they like showing off and putting up a facade in front of other people to get that satisfaction by making people feel inferior and as if they lack something. That's what it's all based upon. Okay, even if they seem happy together at present, it's not going to remain like this forever. As I'm seeing that even if your person is in this connection, they are looking for you and your love in this connection, which they are not getting and will never ever get from this person. This connection is a karmic connection. Behind the closed doors, behind the scenes, they keep hurting each other, they keep fighting, they keep bickering, they keep creating drama and conflict, either with each other or with others in general. They both are together because of their needs, which are not really justified and can be validated. They are just either clearing their karma or creating another pile of it for them to clear. As this connection of theirs is not based upon anything healthy or positive, there is nothing here for you to feel sad about. Okay, your person is looking for you. Your person is still stalking you or continues to stalk you even if they are in this connection because there's nothing in it. There's nothing in it except negativity and toxicity. Okay, they both deeply dislike each other, but still they are putting up a facade. Can you not see what's happening here? Can you not see what actually is going on? Your person is not really happy in that connection, even if they show off. And the other person as well is in it because it satisfies his or her ego. It boosts his or her ego and pride. That's all. Your counterpart spends most of their time thinking about you and regretting their decision and choice of choosing this person or this connection over you, as it has turned into a nightmare for them. They took a different direction thinking that it will bring them happiness they are unable to get, but instead it all turned out to be a nightmare for them in front of their own eyes. If you have any doubts about it, let me clear that up to you. They are not really happy, they're not really in love, they're not really cooperative or healthy together. Their connection is not healthy, instead it's utterly toxic. I repeat, your person regrets rejecting you and abandoning you. Your person is crying over spilled milk. If they show off that they are happy, they cry about it behind the closed doors when they're alone. This is what is happening. They regret about it, but they don't show it off. They act like everything is all glittery and amazing and they are living their best life, but in reality, they're struggling with it. They're unhappy. It's all chaotic and dramatic for them. This person gets on their nerve. This person is extremely controlling and manipulative. extremely toxic and bitter. They keep on fighting with each other. They keep on arguing and nothing works. And if it is not happening right now, trust me, this is what is coming. The wheel is here and it's turning. That's why I'm saying, don't assume anything just because you see them happy on social media or acting as if they're happy in public. They're not really happy. They're not really together even if they walk together. Your person's heart and their mind continues to redirect them towards you and towards your connection. Your person is actually in love with you, but they won't accept it. They won't say it. They won't show it because they've messed it up. They have a life to live and they have a mask to wear. At least that is what they chose to do. So they think that they have to make it all work somehow. They think that they have to put up with all of this so that they can at least live and finish whatever they have started. It's just a facade, nothing more than that. This is something you need to know, acknowledge or accept, so that you can let go of that unhappiness you're feeling, so that you can let go of that confusion and uncertainty you feel, because no matter how much you try, you're not able to attract any connection or person. Instead, you see people just, ignoring you or leaving you, abandoning you again and again, which is forcing you to spend some time alone or just be alone in general. Well, the truth is that you need to heal, or else you'll end up in a situation or a relationship your person is in right now. Many of you may not be able to see it that way or understand it or even comprehend it, but this is the truth. If you won't work on yourself, if you won't heal your issues, if you won't learn your lessons, your person simply neglected, overlooked, and rejected to accept and learn, you as well are going to end up in the same situation, relationship, or circumstance they are in right now, where you'll be miserable from inside, but you'd have to act as if you're all happy and joyful and abundant with the kind of a person you wouldn't want to be with. Okay? Please understand this. Dive deeper into it. If you're not able to understand it, just imagine yourself in a situation or a household or in a room, being with someone you don't want to be with, you're not really in love with, someone who gets on your nerves, someone who's highly toxic, highly dominating and manipulative, someone who is real evil, someone who constantly drags you down, someone who constantly bickers with you, someone who constantly argues, someone who doesn't care about right or wrong or good or bad or positive or negative, someone who can do anything just to get what he or she wants. How would you feel when you're awakening or have awakened already, when everything looks gloomy to you, when you're going through a crisis, when you're trying to find yourself, when you have realized and understood the truth about yourself, your existence, and what your purpose is, when you're constantly in fear, when you constantly feel that you're in a wrong situation, you are in a wrong relationship with a wrong person, but you cannot do anything about it. Just to keep your image clean, you have to put up with everything. That is what your person is going through. And you may land in a same situation if you won't learn your lessons, if you won't clear your issues, but impatiently jump into another relationship or connection with any random person just because you're not liking being alone and it's difficult and overwhelming and you feel sad or lonely, let's say. It ain't actually loneliness, but something within you that's crying for help and is yearning for help, and that's the reason why you are presented with this opportunity to be alone for a while and work on yourself and heal your issues. Trust me, once you gain that inner balance and once you overcome that stress or that fear of being left out alone, you'll feel at peace. And that is what your goal is actually. Your goal is not to get into a relationship but heal yourself so that when you get into one, it's all happy, healthy and harmonious. you are not dependent on another person to make you happy, but you complement each other just because you are happy from within. You radiate that happiness outside. This is something the connection your person is in completely lacks and can never build, because they are not ready to work on themselves. Only if they chose to do that, they wouldn't be together in the first place. They wouldn't have done anything of that kind they have done. Only if they learned this or chose to learn this. Get that message clear. This is what you need to know here. This is the reality. You might not see the way it is, or it's confusing. So here we're helping you eliminate that confusion. Your person is actually confused because on one hand they are in this connection, but on the other hand, at the same time, they're not really in love with that person, but they're in love with you. They keep getting reminded of you. They keep reminiscing about you and thinking about you out of nowhere. They have no control on it. And then they feel unhappy. And then they feel in conflict with their own self. There's a war going on in between their heart and their mind, as well in their real life with this person or other people involved. They regret whatever they did and the kind of choices and decisions they've made, because what they thought they'll be getting, they won't get it ever. They were seeking or were aiming for happiness and joy and peace and abundance, but all they got, all they're getting and are going to get is nothing but chaos. It's going to be a nightmare. It is a nightmare for them. You think they're happy. No, they're not. They're only showing off. That's why you are suggested not to look on their social media, or just don't look at them. That's it. It might be difficult. You might get tempted to look at them and see what they're doing. Fight with yourself. That's all I can say to you. You have to fight with that urge and that thought of looking at them, or checking what they're doing, checking their social media especially. Don't do it. You're not seeing the reality on social media. You're only seeing the highlights, which kind of look good but not really are. There's nothing good in that connection, and even if there is, it's very, very temporary, because very soon the reality is going to hit in. The skeletons they have in their closets, they all are going to come out and fight with each other. In many of the cases, it is what is happening, which you cannot see. So that's why you are assuming whatever comes in your mind, whatever you see on social media. You're concluding things baselessly just because you see something on social media, just because you see them smiling in pictures. Anyone can smile for a picture. Doesn't mean they're really happy. If you've ever heard about or ever read about a suicide case, you may see their smiling pictures on their social media all the time. Well, I'm not saying that this person is thinking about something like that. I'm just helping you understand the situation and what actually is going on. They are terrible together, they're horrible together, they're miserable together, but still they're together because they want to show it off, and because of some issues they're still not ready to deal with or work through or process through, or just learn something from. That's all. Your person is not really happy and not really in love with that person. So it's better that you stop looking at that connection or those people and focus on yourself. Look at what you have, because you have an opportunity to create a better future and a better life for yourself, which you might overlook and take for granted because of your conditioning and what's in front of you. You are taking to heart or taking personally. You don't have to do that. Trust me, you don't have to. You don't have to feel sad. You don't have to feel as if you're not worthy of love. You don't have to feel upset about people not giving you the kind of love you want, because you can give that to yourself only if you choose to do so. Only when you just let go of all of this, whatever is happening. Let go of everything and just go within. Spend this time, utilize this time to heal yourself. That's why it is there. That's the reason it is there. There's no other reason. You are actually being protected from the kind of circumstances you do not want to be in. But because you see your counterpart being happy in pictures or in videos, you are assuming and concluding that there is something wrong about you, or you are cursed or not as blessed as they are. They're not really blessed. They're just showing off. Once again, I'm repeating it so that you absorb this message completely. Don't get deceived by the appearances. Don't get deceived by what you see and hear. This is the truth. You're not really cursed, but actually blessed to have this opportunity of being alone for a while so that you can work on yourself and heal your issues. This is the best you can receive at this point of time, but because of your thinking and because you are focused onto your person, you're missing out on this opportunity of, creating a beautiful future for yourself. Whether they leave that connection or not, or whatever is going to happen with that connection, is none of your business. Shouldn't even bother you. But you're letting it bother you because of your expectations and your wishes and wants. You've got to let it all go. That's why I've been suggesting you all to read Gita. You need it. All of you do. Read it as many times as you can. As many times as it's needed for you to actually get that message. What Krishna is saying to Arjuna, because that is what you need here. You don't need to look at them. You don't need to understand what's going on. Yes, these messages are there for you to get clarity, but at the same time, if you are focused on them and not on your healing process, you'll end up in the same spot as they are. That's why things are not working out for you in your personal life. That's the reason. That's why you're receiving this message, so that you can have the clarity you need. Don't look at them. Don't try to know about them. Don't feel bad if it seems that they're happy. They're not really happy, and even if they are, they won't be happy forever. Okay, sooner or later, people are going to show up for who they are. People are going to show their true colors, and then, as I said, it's going to be a nightmare for them. It is a nightmare, actually. It was a nightmare from the beginning itself. But you can't see it. Just like they couldn't. That's all. That's what it is. Okay, so this was your message for today. I hope that you enjoyed listening to me and it brought you the clarity you were seeking and were hoping to get. If so, do let me know how you felt in the comment section below. Feel free to hit the like button and do subscribe to our channel for more such content to be readily available for all of you on a regular basis. With that being said, do not hesitate to follow through with the link given in the description box below. That's all. I'll be back sooner than later. Till then, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye-bye.